What if I told you the hardest part of coming back from a season-ending injury is not physical, it's mental? The surgery heals, the swelling goes down, you're cleared by your physical therapist, but your mind can still keep you injured long after your injury is healed, long after your body has recovered. If you ever tore an ACL, ruptured your Achilles, had a dislocation, a fracture, or ever just simply been told your season is over, this video is for you. Because the comeback doesn't start when you step on the floor. It starts with the conversation you're having with yourself today. You can be medically cleared, but still mentally trapped. So today, we're going to talk about the athlete mindset right before returning from injury, right before making a comeback. Not to just play again, but to become stronger than ever before. What's up, everybody? My name is Jada. I was a Division I athlete at Alcorn State University. I am now a coach, a professional athlete, and a mentor. Tip number 1, your mind will always carry you when your body can't. When you're injured, your body is injured, but your mind isn't. Your mind may not be able to sprint, but your mind can still study film. Your body may not jump, but your mind can still be a student of the game. Your body may not practice, but it can still practice confident. Everything great starts in the mind before it can even come into fruition, before it can even show up physically. As a man thinks in his heart, so he is. Your comeback has to begin with your thoughts. Tip number 2, injury depression versus injury evolution. Every injury is going to force some type of decision. You can become bitter about it or you can become better. Injury depression may ask, why me? While injury evolution can be, how can I evolve and how can I still take the time that I have to become a better player? Sometimes we have to be developed in seasons we're not prepared for. James 1:2-4. Consider it pure joy whenever you face trial, because you know that that's the testing of your faith and it increases your perseverance. To be honest, your injury will never delay your purpose. Maybe it's preparing you for it. Tip number 3, your response is always going to depend on what you've been feeding your brain. So fear is going to continue to grow if you feed it. Faith is going to continue to grow if you feed it. Ask yourself, what have I been listening to? Who have I been surrounding myself with? Who am I watching? What am I speaking over myself? You truly don't even rise to the level of your goals ever. Fall to the level of your daily thoughts. Whatever consistently fills your mind is what is going to shape your life. Number 4, isolation reveals what you've been feeding yourself. Injury is lonely. Nobody sees the rehab. Nobody sees the tears. Nobody sees the frustration. Isolation doesn't always have to create weaknesses. It exposes it. So when nobody is cheering for you, what voice do you hear? Are you going to clap for yourself or are you going to wait for an applause? Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Sometimes God removes the noise, God removes the hype just so you can hear your true self. So don't waste time or don't waste isolation. You have to make sure you grow from there. Number 5, gratitude kills discouragement. Discouragement is always going to grow when you only focus on what you've lost. But gratitude is going to grow when you focus on what remains. Maybe you lost your season, but you never lost your purpose. Maybe you lost playing time, but you didn't lose God's promise. Shift your focus to gratitude even when you feel like you've reached a ceiling or a limitation. You never know how much your gratefulness and your thankfulness can truly bless you. Number 6, be present. Don't live 6 months ahead. Don't live 6 months behind. Heal today, stretch today, pray today, trust today. In Matthew 6:34, do not worry about tomorrow. Each day have a trouble of its own. Healing happens one day at a time. It's most important that you take your time and you take it one day at a time so it doesn't become overwhelming. Moral of the story is, be where your feet are. Bloom where you're planted. But remember, even in blooming, it takes time. Number 7, how much are you willing to suffer in silence before shining in the public? Champions are built in places where nobody applauds. The early rehab, the lonely workouts, the tears, the setbacks, social media scrutiny. Galatians 6:9. Let us not be weary in our good doing, for at the proper time we'll reap the harvest that we've sown. Only if we don't give up. Crowd is always going to celebrate a comeback, but God is always going to celebrate your consistency. Next tip, and this is where you got to be real with yourself. You have to expect that you are naturally going to come up with some excuses. But you got to choose to refuse to be a victim. Excuses are always going to multiply after pain. Fear is going to sound reasonable. Comfort is going to sound safe. Sometimes comfort is a lie to keep you safe. It's a lie to keep you comfortable. Victims are going to wait while fighters are going to figure out how to adjust. You literally can never ever control what happens to you, but you can always control your response. And that leads to my next tip. Don't let your brain build a case on you, especially a case of comfort. Comfort will always have some type of evidence. Skip rehab. You deserve a break. One day won't matter. Comfort is always going to argue, but discipline is always going to obey. I'm not saying don't take rest days. Obviously, listen to your doctor. Make sure you're taking the right steps, but just make sure that your sound mind doesn't negotiate with excuses. It follows purpose. It follows a linear routine that is scientifically proven that you'll be able to recover in the way that you need to. Next tip, your comeback will be a silent shift. It won't be anything loud. It won't be anything distracting. Transformation is rarely loud. It's built in repeated decisions. One workout, one prayer, one healthy meal, one rehab session, one obedient day at a time. Luke 16:10. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. God is always going to prepare us. Again, God often prepares greatness with ordinary consistency. Final 2 tips. Familiarity versus uncertainty. Staying the same becomes more painful than changing. Growth is always going to require some type of faith. Don't hold on to the old version of yourself, especially because it's so familiar. You may have to create something that's stronger, wiser, more patient, more humble than you've ever been. Sometimes you have to move when standing still no longer makes sense. Fear is going to tell you to wait forever. Faith tells you to trust God. You don't always need all the answers. You only need obedience. And deep down in your heart, when you feel like it's safe to return, you'll know. And finally, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through God that strengthens me. Not because you're strong all the time, but because Christ is, and he has your back. If you're recovering from an injury, I want you to remember this. Your injury may have interrupted your season, but it did not interrupt the plan for your life. One day, somebody will watch you play again. They'll see the points, they'll see the rebound, the confidence, the smile, but they'll never fully understand what it costs to be who you are. Only you will. So don't waste time in this season. Grow through it, heal through it, pray through it, fight through it, because your comeback isn't about just simply returning to the game. It's about returning as someone the old you could never become. If this message encouraged you, hit the like button, subscribe, share it with somebody who needs this reminder. Your injury may have paused your season, but it can never conceal your purpose. It can never cancel your purpose. I'll see you in the next one.